Hello, good afternoon. This is Orina Spice. Today I'm going to make a nice, delicious pot of pepper pot. I'm going to make it with beef and very nicely done so you all to see. So I'll see in a little bit. So this is the ingredient for the pepper pot. Here I have a cow foot here, or cow feet, whatever if you want to call it that. Then we have some beef here. I have about 4 pounds of beef, mixed beef. I have some brisket, I have some leg, and a couple of other different part mix up. This is how I got it, a mix from the butcher. So I'm going to show you some of these meat carries some fat, so I'm going to try to show you how to trim some of it, and then I'll wash everything up nicely. I'll show you the next step. So here I'm going to get an idea how you trim the meat out. Now all these like here that have all these fat here, you're going to just take your knife and you slide it out like this, cut it out. That's all you have to do, cut it out. But I'll be blanching these, so I'll take out some of the excess fat on this meat, because I don't like cook it with the fat. So, you know, basically you just take it out. And this is a brisket. Brisket is a kind of fatty meat, so, I don't know. I'll see, I'm going to trim all of them out. And then I go into the next step. So I just give you a quick idea how you can trim the fat out. You just basically take it out. Now this is one important thing. You have to get a good knife to take out all these fat, because if you have a good knife you'll be struggling. That's like what I'm doing right now. Alright, so I finish it all up, and then I'm going to show you the next step. I'll see you in a little bit. So I wash out the foot, and I'm going to pressure this foot separately from the beef. So I wash it with some warm water and some vinegar, and I rinse it out so it's all good. So I'm going to pressure this, then I'm going to do the beef afterward. But this is how I clean out all the fat, you know, take the fat out. I mean, most come out, but now this is what I'm going to be washing after that, and put the pressure after I finish do the foot. Okay, see you in the next step. Okay, so I put my pressure pot on here, and I'm going to put the cow feet, the foot, to boil. Actually for pressuring, because yeah, I finished washing it, so I'll show you here. Now what I do, I would put enough for water to cover it. It's not to, you know, to overflow it with water, but basically this is enough here. Just put water above the meat, so this way you're gonna pressure. So I'll let this pressure for at least 20 minutes, because this is kind of hard. So after that we take care of the beef. See you in the next step. The cow feet, I boil it for 20 minutes. Maybe you could have boiled it more, but you gotta cook so with the pepper pot. I'll just give you a quick peek on how it look. Put in the meat for pressure, the beef. So I see the beef is here with at least about 4 cups water. But you know, you put the beef, the water above the beef. So this will have to pressure for 15 minutes. Then I'll show you how I bring all together. So I want to show you the seasoning that I be using for this pepper pot. Here I have here, this is cilantro. I have a piece of celery here, hot pepper. This is optional if you care, because it's hot. I have an onion here. I have garlic. Maybe I use a couple of flags of this garlic. This one here is dill. I'm gonna use some of this dill. This is a broadleaf thyme. This is sage, and this one here is rosemary. Some shallot or green onion, a piece of sweet pepper. Also in here I have some dry basil and dry thyme. I don't have the fresh one right now, but all these I'll be putting into the pot to give it a nice flavor. Well, what I want to tell you about seasoning. Seasoning is what you have and what you like to use, you use. You don't have to use what I have, but I'm just giving you an idea what I use. Along with this, I'll be using, okay, I'll show you that in the next step. Okay, and I have here right now, this is the cow feet that boil as a tender, so I'm going to be using that. And I also have some spice here what I want you to see real quick. This one here is cinnamon, this one is clove, that one is star spice, and this is cardamom. So I'll be grinding these up. I put the cinnamon whole stick in there to show you in the next step as I start in the meat. So here I'm going to throw a little oil in this pan. I would say about 1/4 cup of oil. And I'm going to throw in the seasoning. All the seasoning that I have here that I make. So let it fry down a little. Then I'll be adding in the beef. And season it up here. This is for the Pepperpot. So now I'm throwing in the meat. The meat is fresher, and I take the stock, take it. I will throw in some salt. Well, you know, salt is for taste, so I'm gonna put here 2 tablespoons of salt. You know, you do your salt according to your taste. Let it fry up a little. So now I'll be adding in the cow foot. All of these are pre-boiled. And then I'll be throwing in, these are the seasoning that the clove, the star spice, the cardamom, I grind all up here. Throw it in. I'm also going to put some black pepper. A tablespoon of black pepper. So I'll let these fry up a little, then next step I'll put the carrot in. Look very nice. I like to season these meats with all these spices and give it a nice flavor. So see you in the next step. So now the meat is frying down very, very nice. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a little soy sauce to this. And then I put the carrot in for all to blend together. So I see you in the next step. Okay, so I'm going to put in the soy sauce and the carrot now. So I put 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in this. And then I'll be throwing in the carrot. But carrot now, you're going to put carrot according to how you want it. If you want it like a little thick, a little, this is the carrot now I'm throwing in. This is, by the way, it's cassava carrot. So I guess this is about half to a cup here, but I'm going to throw this in and I'll see if it needs some more. So I'm going to turn this up and then, so I want you to see how nice it look. It's all frying up with all this seasoning and the carrot and everything. This time I'm throwing in the cinnamon and I'm going to let this simmer down to the oil. Then I'll throw some water and start the boiling process. I'll put in the stock and you'll see the next step. This step I'm going to throw in, which I didn't throw in as yet. These are the basil and the thyme. So the dry ones, so I put it in there. And I'm going to put garlic, which I grate the garlic separately. So I'm throwing in the garlic now. So they all have to blend in there now. Oh God, it smells so good. The whole kitchen is smelling. So all these seasoning and these flavoring gonna give this pot a nice flavor. So I'm gonna see you in the next step when this dry down. We add the water to boiling. So my pepper pot is going to boil now. This is like a faster way of cooking this pepper pot, but you could cook it in another way, which you can not boil the meat, pre-boil it. You can season it and like a bunjay style, and then you add your water and let it boil and boil and boil for a couple of hours. But this way it will not take that long. So let this boil and come down, and then we'll see. But the more it stales, it tastes better. So you know, it's gonna let it boil and boil until it finishes, maybe 2 hours. So I'll see you in the next step. So this is my pepper pot. I let it boil, actually boil for 2 hours, and it get like kind of dry down, so it finished. So I want to let you know that when you're making pepper pot, you see with what I did before, I pre-boiled the meat, which helped it to done faster. But if you don't if you do not want to pre-boil it, you could do it the other way by just frying up the seasoning with the meat before you pressure it or boil it for many hours. But this way it's done faster, and you know, you can let it, you could let this sit and eat it the next day because it's more stale, it tastes better. But anyway, this is my pepper pot. I hope you enjoy it, the recipe. It tastes really delicious. You could try my recipe. And now this is Orina Spice. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have a beautiful day and enjoy. Thank you. Bye bye.